Now, Adam Hughes is a young playwright. He recently graduated from Leeds University after studying English and since then has pursued his passion for writing. We'll talk about his achievements in a moment, but he's currently preparing for his next play, True Colours, which is his first full-length play to go on a UK tour. He's on the line now. Adam, good morning.
Hello.
Ah, good. You are there. A bit of drama off there, trying to get that all sorted, but there you go. Nice to have you with us this morning on Switch Radio.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so True Colours, first full-length play to go on tour in the UK. First of all, just tell us what it's about.
It's about an elderly man who has lived in the same house for 30 years, lived in the same town all his life, very set in his ways, and during this, the past 50 years he's lived there, he's seen a lot of changes, and in particular in his local community there's been a large influx of Asian people, Pakistanis, Indians, and he doesn't like that, and this is further fueled by the fact that his wife was mugged by an Asian man and later died of a heart attack, and he always blames the Asian man for that. So he's got these harnessed prejudice, but then one day he falls and hurts his hip and is assigned home care because he's too proud to go in a home, but that home care comes in the form of Junaid, who's a Pakistani nurse. So the play's about how these two men bond over time and how, these two apparent opposites actually have a lot in common and how they both see through their own prejudice. And I think it's a very apt play in, modern Britain and how certain tensions are rife at the moment after events that have happened this year. So I think it's definitely come at the right time.
So an influence of a bit like the movie Driving Miss Daisy?
It is actually. I've never seen that film, and a couple of people have said that to me now. And I just hope it's not set in Dewsbury. It's about an old man, but no, it's the Morgan Freeman film, isn't it?
It is. Morgan Freeman and Jessica Tandy, yeah.
Yeah. I'll have to watch it.
Okay, so tell us a bit about yourself. We mentioned graduated from Leeds University, and I noticed a northern accent on you down the phone line. Studied English and pursued your passion for writing. The achievements are quite immense that I've got in front of me here, but I'll let you describe those, mate, if you don't mind.
Yeah, well, I've been writing for about 4 years now, and it was something I kind of just did as a passion. It was at our university we had a drama society, and a lot of the things that they put on I liked, but some of them, when you sat in the audience, you think, I could do better than that. And so I wrote a couple of short things that got put on, and I thought, well, I really like this. And then I won this international student film making competition with the short script I wrote about homelessness. And last year I wrote my first short film, which was called Gatecrasher, which starred Ryan Prescott, who's in the Syndicate in Emmerdale and Marchlands. And that got accepted into film festivals in Kiev, Rio de Janeiro, Puerto Rico and Berlin, and it won a jury's award in Berlin as well. So that was really... I didn't get to go to any of these places, unfortunately, but
you never
the fact that the film was shown there was brilliant, yeah.
Have you noticed any differences between writing a screenplay for a film or TV than writing a play? Yeah,
definitely. With a play, you've got to kind of... Within the first few pages, you just got to delve right into the story. Like in this play, for instance, Albert meets Junaid within the first 10 minutes, because with a film, you've got a heck of a lot more space and depth, to really get into these characters. You've got a lot more time, essentially. But in a theatre, in a play, you've just got to get right into the heart of the action, which is why sometimes I prefer theatre, because, there's not that great of a build-up as you can get with films. You've just got to go straight in, and the audience are in there for that 80 minutes or however long it is, and they're really part of that story, which I really like.
So True Colours is going on tour. Have you any idea about what you're letting yourself in for? We're going on a tour? Have you toured before? Or?
I have toured before. I was an assistant director on a tour a couple of years ago, but that wasn't as diverse as this. We only stayed local, but this tour is really going around the houses, But we picked these 4 locations. We picked Leeds, Birmingham, Liverpool and London, because we feel that they're the cities where the issues in this play are the most prominent and resonant, and hopefully people will be able to relate to what we're trying to do in these areas. And the response we've had so far has been fantastic, so that's proven to be true.
So it's going to be performed at the Crescent on the 1st and 2nd of November.
That's right.
And interesting as well, the workshops that have been used to delve into the play's issues.
Yes. What we're going to do is these are going to be held at the Drum, and we're going to be working. We've got one mosque already on board, which is brilliant. We've got a couple more interested, but anyone else is interested in the themes or the play itself is welcome to come along. The more diverse the audience, the better. What we're going to do with these workshops is, the idea of racism and Islamic prejudice, as I say, is a prominent issue, but it's one that not many people want to discuss. And I think it's one of those things where the more you sweep it under the carpet, the bigger the bump gets, so to speak. So what we want to do is just provide a safe platform for people to come in, discuss these issues, what they feel about them. Have they been in a situation like this before? What angle are they coming from? And then we're going to use the actual scenes from the play to evoke discussion. How does this make you feel? Why does this character say that? What would you do in that situation? Can you understand why the character says that? Because I think it is all about understanding as well and seeing it from both points of view. Because the good thing about this play is Albert's prejudice, but so is Junaid as well, which is really interesting. And for me, I think the only way we can ever overcome any kind of prejudice and ignorance is if we actually try to sit down and understand it. And so that's exactly what the workshops are hopefully going to do. They're just going to be a safe platform for a discussion of what I feel is, an extremely relevant issue in today's society.
And it's all been funded by Arts Council England.
It is, yes. We're extremely grateful for the Arts Council. They've really showed the support, and it's just fantastic knowing you've got that that was an added impetus for us now, because what we can do, anyone who is interested in coming to the workshops, we can actually arrange a minibus to pick those people up and bring them to us, because I do realise that people hold these events, but sometimes it's very difficult to actually get access to them. But we're providing that for people who are interested.
And just finally, have you got Facebook and Twitter information that we can give out?
Yeah, certainly can. If you go on Facebook and just search True Colours Play, that's the name on there. And I've also got Twitter. If anyone's interested in the play or the workshops, it's at Ad Hughes Writer.
Well, we wish you well with it, Adam, and thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and talk to us this morning.
No, it was a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
And it's been a delight to talk to you, and we hope the play goes well for you, and I'm sure many will enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed.